Would you rather be the best at speaking every language or be the best at playing every instrument? Why? Every language because I would dress like C3PO and mess with people. I have a bad feeling about this. I find your lack of faith disturbing. I find your lack of pants disturbing. Get out of my house. I came here to say every language, but my reason for choosing this pales in comparison to this. Me too. But now I see all sorts of cool jobs. Can be on Star Trek Discovery as a Klingon. Write whatever software program I want, as I now know all programming languages. Get paid to go to concerts and do sign language for famous artists. Translate popular books into different languages. Also, preserve dying languages, translate ancient texts, and karaoke 99 Luftballons. Okay, you've convinced me. This is the answer. It's 2021. That's still one of my favorite tunes from my MTV years. As a side note, the English version of that song feels like when a character on your favorite show is replaced with another actor and you're supposed to just go along with it. Ooh, that's tough. Speaking every language would be so amazing, because you could communicate with literally anyone. You could talk to anyone on the whole planet, and I bet you could also get a fantastic, well-paid job with that skill. But I don't like people all that much. I'd find it much more personally satisfying to be able to play any instrument. How amazing it would be, to be able to express myself with any instrument that exists. You could also be a musician and that would be way better for me than being an interpreter. So I'd have to go with that. What instrument do you think you'd play first? Probably the piano. I've always wished I could play. As a professional translator with musical aspirations, this is one of the hardest questions for me. Obviously, the languages would make me the most useful person in the office and I'd be set for life, but being able to play every instrument has been a dream of mine since I was a kid and it would allow me to make all the music I've always wanted to but didn't know anyone with the right skills and interests. I'm also a translator with musical aspirations. You said it way better than I did. Could we split the difference and be the best at 10 important languages and 10 important instruments? You two need to meet up and make a band called Lost in Translation. Just Saying. Just Saying should be the name of their first album. I am a world-traveling professional musician. I can play a handful of instruments but I can only speak one language. To have access to a foreign language while abroad in, say, India where there are many, would be a superpower. To sing to people in their own towns everywhere I go would be a treasure to myself and my audience. The absolute hardest and most dangerous part about traveling the world is not knowing the language. So many people keep talking about monetizing either, but the opportunities language would open, to go anywhere and be able to fit in, experience any culture, enjoy any book, song, etc. That's pure freedom. Plus, I think you could make friends very easily. You would be such a novelty wherever you go. People would be amazed how you're better than a native speaker, despite being from another country. Instrument. I am scared of social interaction. Instruments are great to learn if you're averse to social interaction. Also great to learn if you're highly social and want fans the world over. I don't think people realize the significance of this premise. You'd be the very best in the world at every musical instrument. Better than Hendrix, Page, Clapton, SRV, Chuck Berry, David Gilmour, Van Halen, Prince, Mark Knopfler etc. at the guitar. Better than Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin, Debussy, Thelonious Monk, Keith Jarrett, Duke, Art Tatum, and every 9-year-old prodigy ever at piano. Better than Miles at the trumpet and Coltrane at the sax. Better than Gene Krupa, Stuart Copeland, John Bonham, Danny Carey, Neil Peart, Buddy Rich, etc. at the drums. Better than Les Claypool, Jaco Pastorius, Mingus, Bootsy Collins, Wooten, Cliff Burton, Geddy Lee at the bass. Asterisk all at the same time asterisk. You could easily make it as a studio or live session musician, but if that musical ability came with a bit of songwriting, compositional talent, luck, then you could release some of the greatest music ever. Nobody who has a legitimate discography of some of the greatest music ever remains a nobody for long, especially in the age of the internet. Obviously, one could make an argument that songwriting ability matters far more than raw musicianship, and that person would probably point to artists like the Beatles and Kurt Cobain, who were far from the greatest musicians of their respective ages, or any age, but still managed to write timeless, classic, hit music. But raw musicianship can still go a long way in allowing one to manifest one's creativity. Edit. Spelling. Speak every language so I could travel the world. Edit. LMAO, I know I can travel without knowing every language, I just meant it would be easier to do so if I could communicate with everyone. Okay. Edit 2. Since people keep replying, I'll just explain myself here. I'm a big people person and love talking to people, so I'd love to be able to go to another country and talk to locals with ease and be able to go past the typical basic conversations. I think it would also help me get to know various cultures better. On a side note, I consume a lot of shows and music from other cultures, and even with translations I miss out on a lot of meaning. Learning more languages would give me more perspective. Less barriers between me and the world. So I guess me wanting to speak every language well goes past my initial travel reasoning. Now please give me a break, I wrote that comment at 4 a.m. lol. If you're the best at every instrument, doors will certainly open for you to travel the world. Edit. Oh my god, please stop responding to this. I put little to no thought into my comments this morning and forgot I even left them. Now I keep getting notifications. I sincerely don't care about this lol. Edit 2. Well, I don't know what I expected. GIF. Yeah, but no one is going to pay you to speak multiple languages on stage. You'll be able to hire a translator so that you can always communicate with people as you tour the world, and in your free time you can absolutely learn any language you want. You could even take classes or hire a teacher. You're the world's greatest musician, damn it. No. But if you're fluent in every language, you'll make bank as a translator without having to perform or deal with the level of constant harassment celebrities get. Instead, you'll just get to meet all kinds of powerful people that can do far more for you than you could do for yourself as a celebrity musician. Since when do translators make bank? It's not bank, but my grandma has been a UN interpreter for the last 40 plus years and she lives extremely comfortably and has traveled the world and met basically every world leader. It's a pretty good life if you're really good at the job. That sounds like an awesome job, but it seems crazy that she has met most of the world leaders. I'm imagining the US representative working with their Spanish translator then being like, hey Mr. Chinese representative, come over here and meet my Spanish translator. Wouldn't her contact be limited to leaders of the countries who speak the language she is translating? I'm curious how that works out.